This time, it didn't accidentally show my face because I had the camera. Well, hello, welcome. Technical difficulty at first. Just accidentally face revealing myself, gave myself a heart attack. But today I'm just gonna sit back and just paint some Plague Marines, a nice relaxing stream. I think I'm just gonna build them today, not going to paint them and other stuff like that. Hello, welcome into the stream. I already painted Warhammer in the past, so I'm kinda a novice at this point. Not knowing what I'm doing, but I've gotten better. And just gonna place this down right here. Oh, hand reveal. When first painting 40k, I did the starter box with these little things right here. Not good anymore, but I was just trying to see if I liked it. I didn't have fancy paints and stuff like that, and you can kind of tell from my first Space Marines as well. I painted 2 Plague Marines. Here's how this one looks, and as you can see, a lot better than these ones. Yeah, I'm weird. But I think what I'm going to do today is just put the remaining of the unit together. There's 5 left out of the 7 that I made. Out of the 2 I made, my bad. And what's the instructions? They're right here. Gonna try to change the angle, so hang on. I need something to prop it up. Give me a second. Let's see if this works. Yep. Definitely what I needed. Oh, I need my tools as well. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Look at the models real quick. Maybe if I'm lucky, they'll come alive. Alright, I'm back. I got the plastic glue and the little thing I'm gonna use to cut these out. I had clippers at one point. I just don't know what happened to them. And now I'm gonna go buy new ones in a little bit, and then, funny enough, the previous clippers will just appear out of nowhere. It's a total mess. Alright. Let's look at the instructions together. Again, welcome to the stream. Today we are just going to build figures. I already got 2 of them done. I'm just gonna put them here and my old models to the side, so it's not that much of a mess. But welcome to my workshop. Yes, look how sad and small it is. Taken out of context, that could have sounded bad, but let's build a figure. Alright. Which one is this? I'm going to do this guy right here. And what number is he? He's 53. Alright. Let's look for 53 in these things. And I lost the dude. There he is. 53 here. Part 53 here. Just making sure. Give me a second. I'm just checking to see which figure this one is. Nope. Watch, it's gonna be the last one that I pick up. I don't know how the audio sounds as well. Hopefully it sounds good. Ah, found him. Hopefully I do not chop off one of my fingers. Move over, everybody. Time to put a few together. Yeah, I can hear the... Well, here comes the part that hopefully I don't get my fingers chopped off. Yeah, let me move this because... There we go. That's better. Yeah, 53. When I first started 40K here, I did the little stick together ones, but these are now gonna be the like glue ones. So I had to get tools this time around. Alright, got it out. Unwanted stalactites. And I got something for that. There we go. Alright, 54. Oh, it's staring right at me. There we go. What did... Oh my goodness, where did it go? I just had it. Oh, it's on the side. Alright. Now, let's see if it connects. Yep. Alright, now to see if the glue dried up. I haven't touched this glue in a while. Ah, there it is. Alright. Ah. There we go. Oh my god. Why is this leg so hard to get on? There we go. Now hold. Hold it. My hands are gonna be sticky after this. There we go. No, of course my Of course, my thumb was actually the thing that was holding it. There we go. Hold it. There we go. Oh my. My hands got sticky on it. There we go. There we go. And hold still. Got it. Hello, Great Lakes. Thanks for stopping by and seeing me glue my hands together. There we go. Hello, Kara. That took me. Yeah, I'm doing well. It just. That took me forever to do. I got my hands stick together. Yeah, I've been doing well. Before this, I took a dog out to walk. I'm a dog walker, so that was fun. Now, I decided to see what I could do and just build my figures. I don't know how many of them I'm going to build. I want to build them all today, at least. Yep, I'm a dog. I'm kind of both. It kind of depends on my mood for the day. But I got, like, I grew up with both cats and dogs. So, I mean, my family goes through, like, went through pets. Like, first we had fish, then one day we decided to have a cat, then we got a dog, and throughout, like, my life, it's just cycles in and out. But if I had to prefer something, I prefer dogs because, like, I can actually do most stuff with them. Like, take them out on walks, train them. Cats, you could tell them to sit and they'll, like, just knock stuff down. I love cats too. Bitch cats, yeah. And when I left home, like, my mom, like, got some, like, rabbits. Like, and the bunnies were adorable. I saw them before I left. Now I just have to find the correct piece. I think that's dried out long enough. Yeah, my family is definitely like a zoo at that point. 57 was 57. That's 47. Wait a minute, this is the wrong one. I have the wrong thing. It's this one I need to look at. Well, that's kind of embarrassing. There it is. I was having trouble finding it, but apparently it's because it wasn't even on the thing I was looking at. I hope to get a dog, like, one day, though. Walking that dog actually, I find myself actually feeling a lot happier just walking the dog. It's my emotional support group right now. my emotional support, my emotional support dog. I couldn't say the word for some reason. You gonna add color suit? Yeah, I plan to like paint. I'm not sure if you can. I plan to like paint it like this. I got a lot of paints. But for today, I think I'm just putting the rest of the squad together. And try my best not to accidentally keep the glue open. Because this glue dries unbelievably fast. And just one mistake and it could be over. Alright. There we go. Well, that actually went on smooth. Alright. Got it. And every time I do it, I have to put this little thing back on, or else the glue will dry out. This is plastic glue. What? Yeah, to be honest, I wanted to at least be in this apartment for a year before getting a pet, so. Oh, for this plague marine, I'm planning on. Let me see if I could get it in shot. This one. I want to build this one right now. That's the one I'm doing because this one looks cooler to me than this one. That's one thing I do like you can make your army customizable. For example, like this guy had a different like build, but I choose this helmet because I thought it looked cooler. Same thing went for this guy. Oh, you like this one right here? Oh, no, I thought you meant. My bad. Are you talking about the instructions of. Like, this was one of my first ones that I painted. And this was my first ever paint. You can see the evolution of painting. Alright. Well, this one. I didn't realize that this dude also has another part that I have to glue on. Nah, I think I've gotten better. It's good for a first try. These were like the starter box ones. Like if you got into the hobby, like if I had to recommend this hobby to people, I would say two things. One, make sure you don't go homeless for it, and two, always start with a starter box. Just be your think me because these ones are glue together versus the starter box. These were like stick them together, like they have little pieces. You could even see on the base right here. Versus this one that doesn't have any. And it's the matter of, oh cool, what do I paint now? And I'm like, just pick this thing that you think is cool to you. The rule of cool, basically. And I did it again. It's this one I need to look at, not this one. Hello. Hello, John Luke. Welcome in. I'm looking for... There it is. Let's get this guy's... Let's give this guy... There we go. Let's get this guy something. How's your day been? It's been good. Like I was saying earlier, I just took the dog out and I decided to, like, paint some Warhammers today. Oh, build them at least. I don't think I'm gonna paint them. Kind of a fun hobby, at least not complicated as digital. Yeah, this one is more hands-on because it's digital, like, art stuff. It gives me something to do. I like making YouTube videos and stuff like that. What type of dog? She's a Cocker Spaniel. She is apparently she's an 8-year-old Cocker Spaniel. I walk her for somebody I know, and she is sadly blind. So I have to also be her like eyes. You've heard of sightseeing humans. Now you have sightseeing dogs. I mean sight. I said that backwards. I meant to say it the other way around. You've heard of dogs that help humans see, but I'm a human that helps his see. Oh, this is gonna be difficult to do. Like I have to like glue this, then glue that on without messing it up. Alright. But back to what I'm saying. I like doing YouTube videos and stuff like that. But this actually gives me more creative stuff. I hope she's alright now. Well, she's been blind for a while. But I have no problem walking her. There's a set of people. And she also doesn't like other dogs, so I have to keep that in mind. Now, I'm gonna leave this right here and not touch it. Hello, oh 07 boy. Man, these names, out of context sounds, but some of you are really creative, I'll give you that much. I also have to make sure that it's not like a troll name. Like, you know what it is. Alright, now to take the little head and... I wish my hands don't trimmer. That's another thing that I hate about my hands is I have trimmers in my hands. I've been having them since I'm a little kid, so having a steady hand is kind of difficult. So stuff like this is kind of difficult for me to do, but hey, that isn't stopping me. Some motivations right there. I have trimmers in my hands, and yet I still do stuff like that. Don't let people tell you that you can't. Let stuff like that stop you. Where's the needle, though? There it is. Gotta make sure that this doesn't dry out. There we go. Ooh, this guy gets a cool... Yeah, this guy gets this gun. If I can show it. Do I smoke or anything? No, I do not smoke. and there's actually a existing reason why I don't smoke. Growing up, I had scoliosis, and I already had bad problems with my ribs crushing my lungs. And when I finally got that fix, I could breathe amazing again. Smoking isn't good with lung support, so I figured, nah, I don't want to smoke. Also, I have this may be adorable for me to say, but I also have a fear of choking on the cigarettes or the vape. Like, I would inhale it and it would go down my throat and I would choke on it. That's it. Like, that's my other reason why I'm kind of afraid of that happening. I don't want to smoke regardless. People that smoke, like, if they do it, good for them. It's not for me here. But when it becomes an issue and if they want to seek help for it, that's also a good thing. Man, a question about smoking really turned into this deep talk, did it? Wait a minute. Yeah, smoking is bad. If anything, for my hands being shaky, I use my arms. That's another trick that I've learned. And actually, funny enough, what actual people do is like you have to use your arms to draw, not your hands. Some people think it's your hands, but it's actually your arm. So I guess that's the kind of like cheat thing that I use is that I use my arms to help me do stuff versus my hands. So this is all me just using my arms. Let me get this. Other no 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 no. Oh my god. I was cutting out the tiniest piece and it could have fallen like underneath the table. I'm honestly surprised people came to see me do this. Thank you. Like even if it's just one or two people tree. Glad to hear like that. It's fun. Well, I'm glad I could be entertaining. Even though I have little to like no gear. It's all I also like to imagine. Yes, it's chill to watch. I also like to like the type of streamer I want to be like whenever I can do it like is I want to be like that type of stream that you could turn on in the background like whenever you're like just doing studying and stuff like that. Like that's the type like of stream mode that I want to be if given the choice. Like just relaxing, like quiet, like and just hearing me talk as well. There we go. Got the little gun together. Nah, I don't do like I don't do any type of drugs. I don't do shrooms. Sorry if my voice sounds like I'm high. I promise I'm not high. I don't know how my voice sounds right now. Uh, Now I have to find 63 and 62. There's little numbers of the thing. Alright, 62 and 63. What kind of question? Eh, trust me, I've been asked weirder stuff. I'm trying to think of something weird that. Oh, I can tell that story though, but I'm saving it for a video. But I don't know. Should I say like tell you a funny story here of the weirdest question somebody ever asked me here? I'm I'm probably gonna tell the story again, like another day, but I have had this literally for context. I've been asked if I was God. Like that's probably the weirdest question I've ever been asked before. Like if I was actually God. I'm not joking either. Like the story behind it is like I was at the hospital and there was somebody next to me clearly. Yeah, I know. There was somebody next to me who was clearly high on crack, and he snorted, looked over at me, and like, "Hey, were you Jesus Christ in a different lifetime?" And I didn't say a word. He's like, "Yeah, you were." I was only in the hospital like for less than a few seconds, and I already being accused of God. Yeah, it's a crazy story. I'm gonna tell this story again whenever making like the video for it. But honestly, has that's has to be like the it couldn't get any weirder than that at that point. Oh, I'm staring right at it. It's almighty. Nah, I'm just a person. A person that's trying to put together an army of plague marines. Pinky is a gun. Man. Hey, if if the junkie said so, I guess it's true, right? Alright. Now I have to glue. Alright, here's the fun part. I have to glue this part on, then I have to glue it on here. So, it's two tiny pieces. This one is complex, but. Oh, 1 second. I keep forgetting that I need to put a pin in this thing, or else it's gonna dry over the tip. Junkies are always. Whenever kiss, the junkies are always. Nah, that's wrong. That is wrong. You got $2. Wait. You have a question? Shoot. Like, what is your question? I mean, the more stuff you actually tell, like, respond back, the more entertaining the stream is as well. I'm not playing music because I don't want the stream to be claimed, so at least I could do is talk for now, at least, until I figure out what stuff is free to play on stream. Go ahead, ask away. As long as the question is in, like too much. Like for example, what is your social security number, or what is the like something else like along those lines. Oh, what's your opinion on certain stuff? Like, look, look on the goat of. Hang on, let me see that again. It disappears too fast from my screen. LeBron, the goat, cute goth femboys. I mean, uh, like who I want to hang out with, who I want to date, like what if one was like, what do I prefer? I honestly don't know. Like, I mean, the question was asked, so yeah. I mean, LeBron. I mean, but then again, like, LeBron is definitely like the obvious pick. But then again, hello, go for it painting. Sadly, I am not painting this, but building it. So I hope that's not disappointing. Uh, well, I accidentally chipped it off, so I have to glue it back. And let's just go for Finboys. You can never go wrong with Finboys, right? And just like that, I lost all my viewers. Did I put it on correctly? That's my biggest. I saw your question. Give me a second. I'm trying to see if I put this on correctly. No, I did not. I flipped it upside down. Give me a second. There we go. I was just gonna answer that though. I'm at this. Well, I'm at this. You guys during school, any ideas? I'm not good with dating advice, mainly because I guess for me, like I had to actually know the person before I develop any feelings for them. But when I do, I just flat out say it in person, like, "Hey, I like you. Do you want to go on a date?" Like I'm kind of blunt like that. Hello, Will. Welcome to the little put together stream. Try to. Where does it go? I'm guessing it. Yeah, it goes here, but I have to give it time to dry, or else it's gonna fall apart again. Okay, maybe that's a good. No, I am the last person you to take dating advice from. Like, probably because I'm like very. I'm. I think I'm very close to being asexual or demisexual. When it, like, I feel more interested. I'm like, hey, you want to play video games together and stuff like that, or eat pizza. But for the partner that I'm currently dating right now, I did felt a certain way, and I guess for me, I'm like, I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, well, either they're gonna say no, and I'll just have to move on, or they're gonna say yes, and I'm in a relationship now. Yep, almost to 7K. Subscribe. Wait, am I actually? That would be awesome though if I hit 7K on stream. That would like be actually amazing. Like you get a live reaction of me hitting 7K. Man, this I have to be really careful with. Let me feel the give. Alright. He's looking good. I'm I'm looking at my studio and it says that I'm actually 9 away to 7K. So that would actually be funny if like out of nowhere like 9 other people just subscribed. Alright. But this partner I'm dating, like I've been with for a year. This is actually the longest relationship I've been in. Well, see ya. I think I'm gonna do multiple streams of this. Like the first one is gonna be me like painting it. I mean building them. And the next one maybe painting. Like make like multiple stuff with this. But yeah, this thing right here is actually taking a while for me to build. I can't believe an hour already passed by. And we only have one plague marine down. How do people stream for multiple hours though? That's my biggest thing. That's something I'm gonna have to learn to do eventually. I'm just you deserve so much better. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. If it seems like the like stuff is not really like genuine, it's mainly because low self esteem with myself. I try to be cheery and stuff like that on camera, but behind the camera I kinda am kinda like a bit sad. Have low self esteem with certain stuff. Gonna do this. Aha! I thought that was gonna like fall. So I think I'll build like I think I'll build him and one other dude and see where I'm at. I'm still learning how this entire streaming thing. I know it took me like almost 2 hours to just put these two together, so if I have to put just two guys together per stream, I'll do it. But I'm actually trying my best to like speed this up. But at the same time, I don't want to like screw them up. backpack. All this stuff, like all this stuff right here, goes together. When I first found 40K, like, I thought they were just expensive, like, little figures that you paint. I mean, that you collect. I didn't realize you actually have to put them together and build them. And when I found out that you could, I'm like, oh my god, that makes it even better. Thank you, I appreciate that. There you go. I'm trying my best right now. But yeah, when I found out that these things were like buildable, like buildable things that could take like a while to put together, some people would be overwhelmed with the idea. But for me, I immediately fell in love with this even more than I did beforehand. I'm like, wait, you're telling me I have to build these? Me, as a kid who like built like Legos. Hey, it's always good to look for the best, you know? Uh, yeah, I used to be a Lego like kid, and I still build Lego now, but I wanted something like as a challenge because I remember the challenge I felt when building Lego as a kid, and now as an adult, like it fell off. Like I was fixing it and it fell like off his like thing. Oh my god, the dude's falling apart at the seams. Alright, give me a. This is why I like. I wouldn't. This is why I like it. Like some people will find this frustrating, but for me, it's actually an interesting challenge that I like. Oh my god. There we go. Did I did I put the gun upside down? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, wait. Did I? No, I did not. The thing about this glue is it's called plastic glue. So it melts the plastic together so it can like make it. But it could be a little bit. Yeah, later on I may actually use a tutorial to paint. Yeah, Lego it's gonna be Lego was hard for me as a Lego was hard for me as a kid. Now as a adult, I could probably do that in one sit down. The dude's arm fell off. Chad, his arm fell off. Alright, there we go. I'm trying to stick it back. My hands also got sticky, so this doesn't really help. Give me a second. I need to like rub the glue off my fingers so they don't stick on it. Maybe he needs time to. Yeah, you're probably right, but at the same time, a part of me wants to see if I could like just angle it correctly. Uh, I thought I dried it like I thought he was dried off like the pieces of it, like fine. The thing with plastic glue is like I really can't. It's forgiving, but at the same time, if I'm gonna plastic glue it, I need to actually do it. Let me do the back first. Like see it get glued together, and I'll probably do like the arm a little bit later. The best way I could describe it is like it's not falling apart. It's kind of like sticking together, but then falling off. And this dude what is a bit more challenging than I thought, but that's not gonna stop me from getting him done. Oh, it's 61. What piece is 61? Aha, found it. Well, waiting for that piece to dry off, why don't I just attach the other arm? That is a lot more easier. Yeah, I think I could do this one. Probably what I did in the patch with these ones, I just put them on their side and let it dry. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong now that I'm thinking about it. I gotta turn him over his side. Not that way. There we go. Stay like that. Is this what my eye doctor feels like when trying to put drops in my eyes and I keep blinking? I feel sorry for them. Now just slow and steady. Man, this guy is more complex than these two. I will say that much. He is definitely more complex. Ah, did it. Now I'm just gonna not touch him and just let him dry for a little bit. Take your advice. While that dries out, I'm actually gonna take a sip of water. Hopefully his arm doesn't fall off. Nah, actually, I need to stop touching it. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there to dry. Give me, like, maybe a few seconds. I'm going to get some water. Alright, I made it back. Man, this is way different than the Undertale stream that I did. Alright. Now for the moment of truth. I had it for a moment. I had it for a moment. There we go. No, 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 no. Oh my god, this guy's arm. Like, he's the coolest figure, but he's probably gonna be a mess to put together. How much glue? How much glue do you need? Yes! Oh, I did it. I did it. I did it. And it cost a lot of viewers, but I did it. Ah, I did it. Ah, yes. It took an hour to build, but I finally did it. I had to touch him. I had to touch him. I had to touch him. There. Now stay there. Ugh. One dude. All that. All that for one dude. To be honest, I don't think I want to do another one after that. It seems like I have no people. Let's see. Is that all? Like, it's that all? Yep. And he was the last dude on the manual. Who are you? Who's this dude? You're 78. What is 78? Looking for 78. Already did you? Aha, found you. There we go. Yeah, there were people here earlier, but some people just left after the first one was done. I don't blame them, but their viewership was not in vain. I had interesting stuff to talk about on the stream, so welcome. Thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate you being here, even if it's just for a few seconds. I am working on waiting for them to dry out. Yeah. I am not touching him. Like, he is done. Last time I touched him, he fell apart on the seam. So, I am not touching him, but we finally got him done. Now to make one of his comrades. The other one that is on this thing with him. Koa, since you've been here, I'll let you decide what he looks like. This, if gotta clean your hands off with all the yeah, I really should. But I'll let you, since you've been here, I'll let you decide, like, what this dude looks like. Since you stuck around the longest. You did. Is that something you want to do? Decide what this dude looks like? Because there's two choices. Both of them do look cool. If I have to pick one, I'm definitely picking like the green one. But first, let's... Actually, I'll show you now. Alright. Which one do you want it to look like? Like, Jack, which one do you prefer? I think I like this one. I like this one right here. Like, this one looks cool to me here. But if, like, do you want the blue or the green one, chat? I'll let you decide since you, like, good interaction, you know? I think what I may do is the green head and kind of like the mix of both. Maybe like the green head, but like the blue weapons. But maybe because I know that's something you could do, but I don't want to try it out on this one. Even though the blue ones can use the green head, so well, we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, let me actually watch the glue off my hands first, then I can actually start putting them together. Thank goodness I have a sink in my bedroom. I have a sink in my bedroom for context. And I actually have a little rag as well that I'm using to like clean off my fingers. Alright. Doing the Plague Marines as well is, even though they look a bit limp, actually makes it perfect because they're the undead Plague Marine, the undead army. Yeah, that's honestly what I'm thinking of doing, like a mixture between the head looks cool, but the weapons look amazing. There we go. Oh, I actually did that perfectly. Look, chat, no hands. Now I'm just gonna tip it over and do the chest plate, which is on 80. I knew for this one I wanted to like make it look like that. So for the rest of them, I have no problem like deciding what chat like wants it to look like. No, I meant me like holding it up. But yeah, don't worry, I'll glue his hands on. Actually, no. Oh, I need to remember to keep doing this because I need to remember keep putting this needle. I need to keep remember putting this needle back in, or else the glue is gonna dry over the top, which has had multiple times on the stream. The glue is fine, but if the paint dries out, then we're really screwed. I think what I may do is like do two at a time on stream, like for like creating them. Or maybe I'll paint. No, you actually are keeping the stream alive right now, so it's not spam. Like, I feel like you're like one of the reasons why the stream is still alive. I can actually do something. See? Trust me, there's like worse spam out there. Uh, there we go. Yeah. Wait. Yes. Oh my goodness. We did it. Oh my god, that was actually like really like that was a little like easier than I thought it would be. I'm getting better on stream. I mean, it took a while just to put this guy together. Now I'm just zooming through this one. Alright, now to put glue. Alright, interesting thing about plastic glue is that it actually melts the glue a little bit and put it together. Yeah, and you were there since this guy. You were here. So, alright. Well, waiting for that to dry, I think I'll do what you guys recommended, which is I'll take his weapons, but this dude's like head right here. It wouldn't make much of a difference, but actually looking at the instructors, it wouldn't make much of a difference. So I'm happy that I could get this dude, like mix it up a little bit. You would actually be the first one that I actually tried this out on. Oh wait, I skipped a step. My bad. I forgot his backpack. I skipped a step. Alright, turn you around. Let me first give you your backpack. 54 and 53. Found it. Now the thing is, I can't do both with the mixed colors because he's holding two different weapons with this, like, both of his arms. Meanwhile, he is holding the gun, like, together with both hands. So, it was a cool idea, but I don't think I can make that work. Maybe, maybe he has a squad mate that can make that possible. Because I know some of these have, like, axes that I have not used. Here's his backpack. And now, I don't know why he has this tiny piece. Maybe it's to show that this may be the leader of the champion. Because I know that there's a squadron, but there's also a champion. If I remember correctly, let me look at the back. Yep, there's Plague Marines and a Plague Champion. Oh, I put the glue far away. I didn't even look at it. A champion. Yep, I'm guessing the champion is this dude right here. I'm guessing he's the champion. Nope. It seems like I'm doing this guy right here. You know, why does he have to have this tiny piece? I mean, at the same time, why not? There we go. I don't know how I did that. There we go. Now, to put it on his back. And let me do that again. Yeah, what I may do is I may paint, I may do 2 at a time. That way I can stream a bit more. Oh, I may do a mixture of like putting like 2 while I'm painting 2 and letting the paint dry. I'll also like glue like the others like another one together or something like that. Where's the needle? Oh my goodness. Where's the needle? It's right here. Jeez. This one is gonna be this one. I think this one is my new favorite. Right here. I remember seeing him on the box and I'm like, I can't wait to get to him. Little did I know that he would actually take me a while to put together. Alright, now while that dries, let's put the arms together. He is, for the axe and mace, it's 92, 91, 94, and 93. Alright, let me chop off those pieces. "91, 94, and 92. Wait a minute. Did I chop off the wrong arm? For this too? No, I didn't. Did I? I think I may have messed up on this dude. Yeah, let me look. 91. No, I didn't. Alright, this is what makes it difficult. You see the number right here? I'm not sure if the camera would focus in. 92. I thought 92 was this right here. But it wasn't. That actually gave me concern for a moment. 92. 91, 94. What's 93? Ah, it's up there. Alright, well, let's chop it off. Some interesting lore about this legion is that, of course, it's the Death Guard, but before it was the Death Guard, it was, before they were Plague Marines, they were the Death Guard. Some of the strongest in the Emperor's Legion before the Horse Heresy happened. During the Horse Heresy, they were stuck in a vacuum, and Mortarion, the chapter's Primarch, prayed to any Chaos God who would save his men from dying, because they were in a warp and they were starting to melt and their organs started to burst, and even Mortarion tried to kill some of his men to spare them from that, but it wouldn't work. They were just unkillable. So he prayed to any Chaos God to save their legion and that they will follow him. And then the great grandfather Nogel answered the request, and they now serve Nogel, the god of decay and plagues, handing the new name as the Plague Marines. I like the Plague Marines mainly because of how icky they look, and I know I wanted to paint real stuff, so I picked the Plague Marines. And also their god's name is fun to say, Nurgle. So that's the reason why I picked these dudes to paint. I will eventually one day paint the Primarch Mortarion because I know I can get him. Now for the fun part, which is gluing the arms together. If you remember with this guy, his arms just kept falling off, so the fact that I have to glue on these will make it somewhat difficult. And of course some of it got on my fingers. Aha! Oh, I actually did it. That was actually my first attempt. I like to imagine that, this is on in the background, which I honestly wouldn't mind. If I'm a streamer that's put on in the background, I would actually be really happy here. Oh, the hand. Where is the hand? Oh, it's right here. I'm not gonna lie, this guy took a lot, out of it, and that's why I like these as well. Kind of I feel like a kid again, trying to build Legos, and it just keeps falling off. Oh my god. Of course, my fingers are sticking together again. There we go. There we go. Alright. What other pieces does it need? While waiting for that, I'll actually, like, also cut out the shoulder, like, the shoulder, like, pieces. This one is 82. Trying to think what else Warhammer stuff I could talk about. I've recently got into it. I mean, if you just want to paint the figures, go for it. But this thing can also be played as a game, which I found incredible. If I had to build an army, I I didn't do it on purpose, but I guess the army I'm doing is more like the plague armies. Like, here's the little, like, shoulder plate. Look, it's a face. Blech. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna. I knocked the dudes over. My bad. There we go. I need to glue this horn on him. There we go. Oh, oh my goodness. I am actually getting really good at this. I'm getting back into the groove. I took a little, like, I think I I think I painted these things like a month ago, so I'm getting back into the swing of things. Oh, the internet cut out for a second. That was weird. My bad about that. Hopefully you heard that heartfelt thing. Also, I'm trying to find the head. What's the head? It's 145. I don't think the head is on this one, and I have to look for another one. Nah, 145. Why would they do that? Found it. Also, he's gonna be the first one that doesn't have a pointy helmet. He broke the trend. You broke it. You're different. Alright. First, I'm gonna glue the head on. Oh, wait. Shoulder pad. I need to do the second shoulder pad. It's 81. Then afterwards, I think I may call it like a stream. for now at least. Because this one took a while, and I don't think I like have the energy to do it again. Also, I'm now starting to come out of burnout, so I don't want to overdo it as well. There we go. Let me just... I have tiny clippers next to me. And here's the rest of the pieces. Time to glue it on together. And my headphones just fell off my desk. Oh, don't tell me I put it on backwards. It's okay, Chad. We can salvage this. He's holding it the other way because he's doing dual wielding style. That's what's actually happening. And it fell off. The glue doesn't help. There we go. There we go. Now for the second arm. As always, the arms. And my sticky fingers now. Oh. Give me a second, I need to... My hand's got glue on it. I need to get some type of... I know people have gloves or something like that, little like tweezers, stuff like that. Alright. There we go. And of course the other arm, like, slightly fell off. There we go. Next part. There we go. No, don't do that. Great, and it also knocked off the arm. I probably should have put the head on first. There we go. Let's check on this dude. He's doing fine. Alright, this is probably the hardest part of the stream. Not the stream. The hardest part of the hobby is just sticking them together. It gets easier afterwards. There we go. And there we go. Second one down. Try my best not to. Like, here you go. We did it, chat. We did it. We got 2 more Plague Marines done today. And how about we just follow these two's journey to this, to getting prime, to getting paint, and while painting them, may also chop out the rest of these, but that will be for another stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in, thanks for chatting with me, and I'll see you in the next stream. Pink out.